query that I get quite a lot and I see within the forums on Squarespace is, how do I make my video vertical or portrait? And I did have a video on this quite a while ago. It was about 2 years ago. And so I thought, okay, let's refresh it and let's make sure it's even clearer than before and it's really easy to understand. So if you want to make your video vertical, first of all, there's I'd say one caveat, and that is it has to be embedded directly in Squarespace. And what I mean is it needs to be uploaded onto Squarespace's video storage. It can't be, let's say, a YouTube short or a Vimeo short. It has to be, for the purposes of this tutorial, within Squarespace. So I'll show you how to do that now. On our site, we're going to go into pages and let's add it to our story. So you click the page you want to add it to, obviously, click on edit, and then we're going to add a video block. So I'll just add it in here. If I click on here and then video, we'll size that in here. And we'll just resize it up here. Let's move the image a little bit out the way. Okay. So here, within our video block, we need to click on plus and then upload our file. So I'm going to use me as an example. And you'll see how this looks. So when we upload it, it's going to be, you'll see it vertically, but it's going to be in a landscape orientation block. So once this is in, you'll see how it loads. Okay, so now you can see that the video is uploaded and we've got this huge space either side. Now, I could drag it down, but it doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't stretch it to fit in the block or anything like that. If we click on the block, there's no sort of design tab to make it vertical or, stretch like we could on an image. So if you look on an image, we've got a design tab where you can do fit, which this would be, or you can do fill, where it fills the whole thing. So what we need to do is save and then exit. Now under pages, we've now got this custom code drop down here. So within there, we're going to click on CSS and we're going to paste in this code. And you'll see immediately the video stretches out. So what this is it's targeting Squarespace's native video and then the video player, which is this, which it sits within. So it's just stretching the video player block itself, not the content within. Now padding, you can adjust this. See, we've still got this space to the side. So that tells me it needs to go a little bit more. And then once it goes, let's say to 150, you're going to notice we get these spaces at the top and the bottom. So we want to strike this balance where we don't have any of this padding. And you can adjust this, by eye, really. Let's see. Do we have any padding here? No, but we've got a little bit of padding on the side. So let's say 125. To me, that looks like the sweet spot almost. So it's probably somewhere in the middle, maybe 122 if I'm being pedantic. To me, that looks like there's no space either side then. So I'm going to save that. And if we look, we can see now we've got this short, which I uploaded. If I click, I'll put it on mute so you don't have to listen to me twice at least. And then you can see it plays nicely like it's meant to be stretched to the whole block. So yes, you can't do it natively, but it's pretty easy to do. Now, one thing that I don't think I had in the last video was the ability to target just one block or one section. Because with this code here, this specifically targets all native video blocks. So let's just clean this up a bit. What we want to do is we want to use Will Myers' Squarespace Block ID Finder. So if I click on this is a Google Chrome extension. If I click on this, you'll see we've got the IDs for all the blocks and all the sections. If I click on this block, it's going to copy the ID. And all I need to do is paste that block ID and wrap some curly brackets around it. And now, if I was to, let's just get rid of this. If I was to duplicate this block, you're going to see that it doesn't apply the code to that, which is really important if you've got vertical and landscape videos. Now, if you wanted, let's say, we'll get rid of this, to have multiple videos, all vertical within the page. So let's just move this over. We'll have it overlap. Very messy, but we'll have it overlap. what can you do? Now, let's say we wanted all of these to be vertical. What we do is we'd grab, instead of the block ID, we'd grab the section ID. So grab this, and the section ID targets everything within that one section. So let's delete this, and we'll add section. And what you'll see is a very handsome man in a very funny pose. But the point stands that you can see all the videos within that one section, they're vertical. And just to demonstrate, if I was to duplicate the section, they'd all go back to landscape like this. So you can have a lot more granular control than just applying these global styles. So hopefully this updated version of making your videos portrait on Squarespace was helpful. If you did find it useful, then please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, then you can get in touch using the links in the description.